Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis, guys. It's Monday, so let's prepare. Very well because if maybe we don't really prepare, this week might not be as good actually. So last week the market was just going up and down aggressively, so mostly selling. The dollar was getting stronger because actually China wasn't performing very well. Let's hope that maybe this week the market will be trying to bounce back. But when we check currency pairs, they were just consolidating. They were not really bothered. Things which were actually going crazy, it was NASDAQ, US30, gold, all they were just going up and down, right? So let's check what we actually have this week as economic news. We have to check the news, guys. We have to check the news. Let's see the message. Okay, yes. So what's really happening here? We can easily see that today it's Monday, so we don't really have much. We don't really have enough economic news. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we don't really have much. Then Wednesday, not really important PMIs. Then the one which is very important, I think, is going to be on Thursday. On Thursday, unemployment claims or jobless claims on Thursday. So this week we can just trade nicely without any being worried actually about the fundamentals, but we have to update ourselves about the world economic news. What's really happening in China, Russia, whatever, those affect the market. I saw the way China is not performing well. It means the likes of gold, silver, copper, all those things, they're going down, right? So I hope you're gonna learn one or two things. I don't know what's really happening here. So what's really happening on the market? We are on a GBPUSD. We are on GBPUSD. We can easily see that, yes, the market is still very, very, very on this uptrend. But we can see that here, the market is just consolidating. Do you see that? So let's go there and see what's really happening. I'm talking here. The market is still respecting our support, which means the market is still actually respecting this uptrend. So we are still expecting the market to continue pushing to the upside, unless if maybe the market tries to break out of that support area. It's where we're gonna say, okay, now it's time to get out. You can see there the market is struggling to break. You can see the market has been playing around this resistance for quite some time. But what I like is even on the bottom side, we have a very nice support. You can see that we have a very nice support. So for us to just say you know what, we're ready to take this buy positions, it means the market has to break this resistance. You see that the market has to break that. Let me try to draw it again. I think we had something like this before. So we can say, let the market break. If the market breaks out there, we can say, yes, we will be ready to do something like that. Or maybe you can even wait for this resistance, the horizontal one, if maybe you don't trust this diagonal structure. You see that? So it's like the market is actually wedging. So we're just waiting for a breakout. So something like that can also work. We don't really have to rush, guys. We don't really have to rush. That you can be safe if you enter around that area. So, or maybe the market will try to break the support area, whether this diagonal one, but I think since the market showed us that it's respecting this horizontal support also, it means we can also draw it like that, and we can start to take sell positions below this horizontal, because if it breaks, we're not just going to jump. The market might come and respect this area and bounce back. So just if maybe you already entered, the market might just go against you. So the best thing that you can do is to do what? To relax, wait for the market to go below that structure, because the market can respect that. Now we are on EURUSD. It's quite similar. This is what I was trying to explain on GBPUSD. You can see the market broke out of that support. But when you check down here, we have what? Another support, which is horizontal. So the market just touched there, and maybe the market is just adjusting. The market can actually start to push the upside. And if you just jumped on that breakout, it's gonna be way too easier for you to lose. And you will say, oh, the market just broke out, I entered, then the market is just going against me. No, it's because you did not look like on your left there was a structure that the market can still respect. So for us to be safe, we can say, okay, since the market is doing its thing, let's wait actually for the market to break this support. So going back a little bit, just because I started here, you can easily see that yes, the market is going to the upside. The market is just pushing up. Very nice. So that's why we see a breakout there. So we're expecting a breakout if the market seriously wants to push lower. If not, maybe the market wants to continue with that uptrend. You see that? So I hope you did watch my weekly analysis. Then you will understand why I just push straight here. So it means for us to sell, let's wait for the market to break this area, then we can continue selling. For us to buy is going to be way too difficult for if you don't really understand what to do, especially after the breakout. So the only thing that I know that works very nice, we can have a nice support there, sorry, a resistance exactly where the market broke out. Exactly where the market broke out, and say, you know what, if the market pushes above that area, we will continue doing what? To look for a buy position, because now the market just broke out of this support. It's like the market is trying to change the trend, but now the market is doing what? The market is coming back. So where can we sell, or sorry, where can we buy? We're going to wait exactly where the market respected, so it broke out. We can see that the market came back again and respect that area. So that level, it's very, very important. If maybe the market wants to push the upside, we will wait for it to push around that area. Then we will know that no, the market is bouncing back, and that it was actually we call it a adjustment, which means the market was just adjusting. We will end up drawing a support like that. But for now, let's just stick to our previous support, because the market is not showing us some it's not really clear what will the market do. So now we are actually on gold. So on gold, actually the market already showed us that it's pushing to the lower side. You can see the market broke out of that support area, which was actually an uptrend. The market was pushing up. So let's go closer and see what's really happening after the market just broke out. So here we have a nice structure, nice downtrend structure. Let me remove that. So we have a very nice downtrend structure. So we can see that the market is actually pushing lower. So, but I think it's quite straightforward for us to say, with a structure like this, we're just waiting for the market to break out before we buy. And if not, if it's not breaking out, it means around this resistance, it's where we're supposed to take some sales positions. But you can see the market is just playing very closer to this resistance, so it's not really easy for us to sell. But if it breaks this area again, I will be looking for a sell. The market is going down, but in a form of consolidation. So if you sell or whatever, if you take the position, expect some rejections, and you should have enough leverage, or sorry, enough margin so that you can withstand the drawdown, because you can sell, then the market just goes against you instantly. Then you have to wait, because it seems like in a long run the market will end up pushing lower and lower. I'm still bearish on gold, but I never took some positions and I did not really send some signals. The market was actually aggressive, especially last week. So this week I'm expecting maybe the market to continue very nice, pushing lower. Then we can have some very nice positions, or maybe the market will end up breaking out of this zone, resistance zone. So please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. It seems like the market is now trying to push the upside, guys. It seems like the market is now trying to push the upside. What's really happening on US30? We all saw that the market was pushing up very nice. Last week the market just broke out of nowhere. I don't know why the market just created that area and starting to push the upside, we don't really see any zone there. So the market was just trying to fool us. The market was just trying to fool us. And what we see here is, it's just straightforward. The market just did a U-turn here. You can see that. Now the market is going up again. So which means we have to be extra careful. And you know what, around this area, remember the market is not really open yet. So around this area, it's where the market broke out. There is a chance that maybe the market wants to retest before pushing lower, or maybe the market will then push the upside. Then I think it will be much better for us to wait for the market to go beyond this area before we look for that buy. It's never too late. It's better to wait for confirmation. If you are like here and say, oh, it's pushing up, or I was going to make some few pips, this thing of FOMO, fear of missing out, is the one that makes you not to follow your plans. So try to go slower. Slower is the faster, to me. Being slow in the market is like the quickest way actually to reach there. So I don't know why I'm not really able to pronounce fastest, whatever. I don't know why. My tongue doesn't really like to say that, but I'm trying to say quickest, or yeah, something like that. So let's wait for the market to break this area before we see the market then pushing up, because the market might come and reverse again here. Just imagine when you entered here, just because you don't really want to miss, then the market goes against you. Remember, the market still broke out of this resistance. This one here, it seems like the market did not even really care. So we have to just take it back. So what we can do is we can just mark the lowest area that the market showed us. So we don't know what will the market do. So which means we'll just wait for this breakout. We will see if it's going to respect that, or maybe the market wants to push the upside. So we just have to be, just have to check that. We just have to check that. Don't just jump on the market. So now we are actually on NASDAQ. What's really happening on NASDAQ? It's quite straightforward. The market, it was pushing lower last week. But the bigger picture is we are still actually on a nice uptrend. You can see. I think you can see that. We are still on this nice uptrend. You can see that. So the market is still actually doing what? The market is still actually pushing to the upside. The market tried to push lower last week. Maybe that aggressive sell maybe is done. I'm expecting the market to actually keep pushing to the upside. So let's go closer and see what's really happening. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. And guys, we have some very affordable services. If you want some signals, if you want the signals, guys, just WhatsApp me, Telegram me. You can see we have $45, $80, $150, and lifetime is $250. You can see the signals that we offer. If you want to receive the signals from me, then just let me know. Just let me know. If you want a live mentorship, it's $145, guys, $145. So let me know if you are actually interested. So now on NASDAQ, it shows us that the market actually is trying to bounce back. Since last week, it was trying to bounce back here. So we also had this area, which seems like the market did not really care much about that. So I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove that. So now, once I remove that, you can see that we have a resistance on top here. So if maybe we're going to buy here, you can see we have a buy pending order, which I already sent in the group. So once the market touches here, it means around this area is where we're supposed to know that, oh, it's time for us to get out. Why? Because from back there, you can see that the market has been respecting that zone or that resistance. So it means even when the market reaches here, we have to be extra careful, because the market can touch that and start to push lower if it doesn't really break out. If it breaks out, obviously we will look for another buy on top of that. There's nothing wrong with taking another positions again here, or you can just lock your profits. If maybe we will be in profits, then we can just continue like that. So the best thing that you can do is, or the small advice that I can tell you is, Go slower, stay on your own lane. Never staying on your own lane. Obviously, you're not going to compete with anyone, and it takes time. It takes time. So it will depend on if maybe you want to follow the rules or maybe if you want the shortcuts. The shortcuts, most of the time, you end up taking way too longer because you just want quick things. But if you go slower, it means you can make profit every day. When you lose, you don't really lose much, and accept this thing that there is a losing part in the market. Sometimes, some weeks you're gonna lose, but make sure that you make peace with that and know that, yeah, if maybe there are days where I'm gonna lose, I'm going to plan for that. I'm not just going to be surprised when I go into a loss. And when I win, I will make sure I maximize that, but not over risking. And as long as I'm gonna stay in the game, it means I'll be surviving. So this is investment. Just don't just expect in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 months, whatever, to start to eat. We eat after several years. But this is the foundation. Let's just build a stronger foundation. Then going further is going to be easy. This is our business, so let's respect it. Then it will respect you. But don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. See you on the next one. Bye.